Once again, from the bottom and depths of my heart, respect the mic, respect this poet. Give it up for Alexandra Marie. Clap her up here if you would, please.
Well, all right, thank you so much. That was a great introduction. What'd you say? I don't speak softly, I just require that you listen louder. I like that. I remember that. All right, so as you might guess from my voice, I do these, really vicious political poems. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, I do love poems. I'm just a big love bug. So I want to tell you all a love story. Is that okay? All right. So as with any story, you have the beginning, the middle, and the end. So let's start with the beginning, shall we? You guys are really far away. So I really will need you to listen, please, and thank you. She thinks she may be in love again. She recognizes that feeling in the pit of her stomach, that headache in the left temple when she thinks of them touching another. She's not sure if she's ready to feel this way again. The last time changed her, left her so affected she's not sure if she can make it through this time, if she can get through it without losing herself completely this time. Her life is different now. She has more responsibilities, more on her plate. She can't afford a distraction like love. She can't afford the confusion, the disillusion. She's not sure if she can remember which part goes where in the poem. Because this time is different. This time she's been led to believe that she is loved in return, and that changes everything. It's making it harder for her to pull back, be cool, play it safe, because she's in, over her head, underwater. The stakes have been raised and she doesn't have any more chips, just her heart. How much is that worth? Thank you. All right, so the joy of being a feature is you can do what you want because the stage is yours for the whole time that you are up here. And so, we've been kind of music heavy tonight, and I was like, well, I like music. I sang long before I ever wrote a poem, so I'm going to force some music into the story. So, when, she's thinking about how she feels about love, as you might guess, things might not have worked out, because, thinking and love don't necessarily go together. Love is a feeling, not a thought. And so sometimes when things start to go not well, you have a little bit of blues, right? Right. So you might sing the blues. See that smooth transition? You like that, huh? All right, thank you. So you might say something like this. You're no good, heartbreaker. You're a liar and you're a cheat. And I don't know why I let you do these things to me. My friends keep telling me you ain't no good, but oh, they don't know that I'd leave you if I could. I guess I'm uptight and I'm stuck like glue, 'cause I ain't never love a man the way that I love you. So there's my little music insertion. So, you know, if you're feeling heartbroken, it's often because things are just complicated, just ridiculously complicated. You feel like relationships are supposed to be easy and it's just supposed to flow and make sense, but sometimes you wake up and you don't even realize how you got to where you were, and it's just complicated, like a math equation. Numbers are the only thing in life that makes sense. She lived by this creed. Never obsessed with money, not a cold calculator, just fixated on what she could make sense of. She appreciated the logic in math. Emotions held too many variables. Words and actions don't always amount to proof, but roots and squared figures do. He threw her off her axis, had her keeping track but not keeping up, just staying up. Too late on too many nights, counting the number of unreturned calls, unrequited gestures. It added up to too many. Somehow it multiplied the significance of the rare occasions when he would reach out in touch, made one seem like 5 and 2 seem like infinity. Her logical ways got clouded as she dissected his philosophy. She dug into his math, buried herself in his equations until she realized that she had gotten in too deep to climb out. He'd become her pi, that non-repeating constant that very few know past a few digits, fundamental to many formulae, mathematics, science, engineering, all coming back to him. She just wanted to understand his transcendental nature, because no finite sequence of algebraic operations on integers seemed to amount to him. So she remained, scribbling furiously, blunting many pencils, etching on paper so hard her attempts at understanding sunk deep into the bond like reversed braille. Her feet were covered in eraser shavings, her fingers flew across the keys of counting machines. She just wanted to understand, oblivious to the fact that the sun was no longer visible. The difference between the rain and her tears was minute. She just wanted to understand. Swallowed numbers whole, even when the flag of the ones behind the decimal and after the 4 would catch in her throat, irritate her stomach lining. She is no prodigy, just thirsty for knowledge. Sometimes she wondered if he was an imaginary number, having a name, an understood meaning, but no basis. The pi theory made the most sense, irrational, having a value that cannot be expressed exactly as a fraction, never ending or repeating. Throughout history, many have tried to determine him more accurately, to fully comprehend his nature. Just when it seemed like someone might be getting close, he would reveal more digits. He didn't seem to want to be solved, had grown accustomed to the distance that his complex ways kept between him and anyone who tried to get close. His moat has gotten more vicious lately. Underwater monsters immune to tears now lived around his perimeter because she had gotten too close for his comfort. Her persistence impressed and repelled him simultaneously. See, no one had ever tried to do anything more than approximate him. She wanted to get to the very last digit. He unleashed the beasts, issued instructions to keep her out by any means necessary. See, even as his stern numeric disposition kept him at the center while others just tried to get beyond his radius, she had touched his humanity. Her determination to master pi philology had her mumbling pians in her sleep, scrambling mnemonics into her eggs, hoping that he'd give her a chance to show what she's learned, wishing for a blank page, a fresh start. She just wanted to understand, but he has become content with being unsolved. And if you have to work that hard to figure it out, clearly the end is near. If I want to be sane and not to hurt anymore, then I may just have to leave it alone. This thing with you has been getting in the way of me and my happiness for far too long. My love for you has been making me stand still and close my eyes, blind to the possibility of anything else, anyone else but you. I have been holding out for you, waiting for you to see the light, allowing myself to regain hope based on the actions of fleeting moments at night when you tease me, doing things to make yourself feel better without any regard for me, for my feelings, how you might be affecting me. If you love me, why keep me on this leash? If it's okay for you to move on, why won't you let me? Set me free, because you know that the truth is you are not ready for me. You are not willing for me. You will not do what needs to be done for there to be an us. Not now, perhaps not ever. And I have just begun to see that. The rose-colored lenses have finally been snatched from me. And yes, it hurts. But I would rather hurt a lot now and move forward than to ache forever holding on to this hope for you, for me, for us, that one day we will be us again, with rhyming names and rhyming dreams and rhyming hearts and hopes, but rhyming seems to be all that we have now. And I have got to admit and accept that that is no longer enough. I can't keep clinging to this hope, this weak thread that isn't designed to hold a feather, let alone a heart, especially not a heart with you living in it. Thank you.
Shocked, stunned, awed. Give it up one more time for Alexandra. Alexandra is going to be coming back for another set later on, and I want to thank you so much for giving your love and attention to poets. Please, round of applause for yourselves. Clap, 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 clap. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Sonny, baby, how we doing?
I'm good.
Good, good, good. Just letting you know, again, we are broadcasting tonight live on Facebook and elsewhere. The Stage.tv. Sonny will tell you more about that when she comes up later on for her set. Usually she's my co-host. She's asked to broadcast tonight. So, like I said, we're good. We're concentrating. She wants to come up though, she will. And she will. We're going to swing things back into the music. We're going to swing things back into the music. So, I'm going to ask Acoustic Kevin Robinson to start making their way up to the stage. We're bringing them up here, giving them a minute to set up. But in the meantime, let me tell you about the show that we have coming up here next Saturday, not here, but across the street in Ronetic.